Okay, perfect. I'm gonna mute everybody. Maggie, can you see here? You've got Wi-Fi? Yeah. Okay. Hopefully they're online. Make sure everyone's muted. Perfect. All right, go ahead and meet me just standing on that mat and just reach those hands all the way up overhead. For my gaze is going to go up towards that ceiling. And then I want you to just take a big inhale, and then on your exhale, think about diving those hands down to your mat, reaching towards those toes. Hang there nice and heavy for me for a second. And then I want you to slowly stack that spine all the way up to the top. Hands reach up overhead one more time. Big reach all the way up. Okay, you're muted now. And then as you're reaching those hands up towards that ceiling, take a big inhale, reach 1 inch further, find 1 more inch of length, and then dive those hands all the way back down. One more time for me. Reaching towards those toes, take a big inhale. On the exhale, reach 1 inch further, and then grab those opposite elbows. I want you to release your neck here and just start rocking from side to side. Let that stretch happen in your lower back and the back of your legs. Come back through center, release those elbows one more time. You're gonna roll all the way back up to the top. I want you to give me 3 really big shoulder rolls to the back of that room, lifting those shoulders into your ears, dropping them down. 1 more to that reverse. And then we'll go ahead and bring it to the front of that room. Big reach, letting shoulders fall all the way down and then bringing them all the way back up towards your ears. Last one right here. And then I want you to bring those hands behind your head, go right into your good morning stretches. Last little bit of that warm up. I want you to come on down to that on that 2 count. Give me a slight pause at the bottom and then stand up and squeeze. So remember, your hips are what are driving your chest forward because they're going to the back of that room. You stand and squeeze. You're going to give me about 3 more here, coming down on that 2 count. Lift and squeeze. Good. Last 2 all the way down. Lift and squeeze. 1 more here, and then we'll get into it. Reach those hips to the back of that room, and then lift up and squeeze. Go ahead and stretch anything else that you need. Give your legs a little bit of a punch. We stand up here, getting everything nice and warm. Sorry, Maddie, you'll know this movement here. 3 changes, 2 rounds, just to get us warm. Heels are gonna be on that mat, toes are gonna be turned out. We're gonna move relatively quickly through these 3 changes. Get those legs nice and warm. You're in your body weight squats, no props needed. In 3 and 2, we're gonna sink your hips all the way back, lift up and squeeze. Sink those hips all the way back, lift and squeeze. I want you to think, as you're dropping down into your squat, your knees are pressing back here, they're pressing out, weight stays in your heels. You drop that seat all the way down, and then you lift up, you give me that great big squeeze at the top. 20 more seconds in this squat. You take it as slow or as fast as you want to, but your goal here is to let your heart rate come up a little bit to get everything started. Lower down, lift and squeeze for me. Lower down, lift and squeeze. You're gonna go into pulses next. In 5, I want you to stay at the bottom of that range. In 4, you're gonna come up an inch, down an inch. In 3, good. In 2, now stay at the bottom of that range for me. I just want you to come up an inch, down an inch. Your shoulders have to stay relaxed here. You're squeezing your glutes and then you're releasing. So think to yourself as you're pressing that seat down, belly button is pulled in, and I want you to think weight in your heels as those knees are pressing out. It's just that 1 inch pulse. You're gonna hold for me. You're gonna wanna stand. You're not gonna wanna stay down there, but I need you to at 5, 4, first hold in 3, first hold in 2, 1, freeze. Just stay there and get cozy. You can do this. You can squeeze those palms together. You can reach those hands out, but I need you to sink back, press those knees back, and let those glutes just squeeze, 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 squeeze. We've got 10. I'm there with you. 9, 8, and 7. You're right back into that full range here in 5 and 4. Keep squeezing. 3 and 2 on 1. Lift all the way up. Ooh, that feels good. Lower back down. Big lift and squeeze. Lower all the way down. We're just getting legs really warm here to kick everything off. In that body weight squat, I still want you to check in with what you're squeezing. Shoulders stay relaxed right here. Belly button is pulled in. Your chest is proud. As you're sinking into that squat, think about weight staying in your heels. You should be able to wiggle those toes as you drive down, lift up, and squeeze for me. All center booty work, but your core is also engaged. 15 seconds left. You're gonna give me 3 pulses at the bottom, and then you stand back up. It's 3 pulses at the bottom, and then you stand and squeeze for me. In 8, 7, good. 6 and 5, you drop it down. You squeeze to lift right here. In 3, you're low. In 2, 3 pulses at that bottom. Pulse it down. 2, 3, stand and squeeze. If you can give me a heel raise, add that heel raise. And it's 3 pulses at the bottom. You stand up and you squeeze. You've got this. So I want 3, 2, 1, big lift and squeeze. Contract those calves, squeeze those quads. At the top, we're just adding in a couple more squeezes and other muscle groups. So I want you to drop all the way down, 3 pulses. Don't bounce, really drive that seat down to that mat and then lift all the way back up. Squeeze for me, you're there. 10 more seconds right here. 10 seconds, you're in a hold for me. I need you to find the hold and make it count. Let your heart rate come up right here in 5, 4, 3, and 2, everyone down and hold. Okay, cozy. Yes, palms come together. Where's your breath? Don't clench your jaw. I know you have an inch left in there. Even if it's a centimeter, I need you to fight here. Drive the weight into your heels, lift your toes, take a big inhale, sink down, contract those abs. I need 10 seconds from you when you get to stand. Hold on to it. 9, 8, 7. Can you breathe? Can you pull that chest up 1 inch? 5 and 4. We stand in 3, 2, 1, and you stand all the way up. Nice job right here. You're going to come onto, I'm fine if it's the middle of the mat towards the front of your mat. We do have a little bit of lunge work to get us started. We're staying in those legs. Take a big inhale, let your heart rate come back down. Exhale, we hit that center booty. Now we're going to hit outer and inner thighs. Switch the weight into your left foot for me. We're going to move that right leg to start. I'll move back so you can see what my legs are doing here. Right knee comes behind that left ankle, and I want a knee lift at the top. That knee comes behind that ankle. You give me that nice little lift to the top. Drive that knee down, lift and squeeze. No weight, just all body weight here. So you'll be able to go a little bit faster. I want you to feel that balance. You lift and squeeze, and then you drop that knee down. So everything's going into that left side here. In that curtsy lunge, I want you to drive your knee up and point through that toe. I usually have a flex foot for you, but I want you to point here. Use your lower abs to pull that up. So as you drive that knee down, lift, squeeze glutes at the top and hold on to it. 15 seconds left. You take these as slow or as fast as you need to, and you breathe through it for me. Good. Tap down, lift and squeeze. Oh, there you are. The one of your screens must be frozen, Maggie, because I thought someone was working on it that whole time, and now I see you moving. You've got 5 seconds. You're going to meet me at the top of that range. You're going to keep that knee lifted. We've got a single leg deadlift coming your way in 8, 7. Let your heart rate start to come up right here. 5 and 4. Final 3, 2. Everyone lift leg up and hold. Lift leg up and hold. Point through your toe. Now bring your hands to prayer. Oh, we've got this. We're here together. You're going to either reach those hands, extend that right foot back, or you're going to bring those palms together. Keep them in that prayer position as you extend that leg back, lift and squeeze. We're making this a little bit spicier today because normally, you know, I love a reverse lunge. I don't usually put this together with a curtsy, but I figured a little inner thigh never hurt anybody. When you extend that leg, I don't want your chest coming past your hips, just like you did your good mornings in your warm-up. You create that long, lean line. You have a soft bend in your left leg. Your right leg extends all the way back, toes point towards that mat so that you can keep those hips square. And then you bring that knee back into your chest. We're going to add those 2 movements together here in about 10 seconds. Get 2 more single leg deadlifts in, and then we're going to add that curtsy lunge into that single leg deadlift. Everyone pull that knee in towards your chest. Hold right here. You hit a curtsy lunge, knee lift, full extension, pull that knee back in, right into your curtsy. You can go as slow as you want to, as fast as you want to. I need you to focus on your breath and your form. Inhale as you're lowering. Exhale as you lift that knee back up. Remember, inhale, squeeze that glute. Bring everything back and go right back into it. Your balance is definitely going to be tested right here. If you need to hold on to something, hold on to something. 15 seconds left from you is what I need. 15 seconds left. We're about to transition into a little bit of core work before we hit that other side. Little bit of standing right at the beginning of class, big movements here. In 5 seconds, I need you holding at the top with that knee lifted. In 4, get that last deadlift. In 3, beautiful. 2, bring that knee up and hold for me. Good. Point through that toe, soften the bend in that left leg. Point through that toe, just lift. I need everyone in prayer. It's only 10 seconds. Your left leg should feel relatively shaky. I don't want anyone falling. Just keep that knee lifted, engaging those lower abs. There I go. We're gonna hold for 4, for 3, drop that foot down in 2. Last one, bring that foot down, hands reach up overhead. Anyone who needs to modify, you're going into push-ups, you can go onto an elevated space. If not, you're gonna dive those hands down to your mat, walk yourself out into that plank position. I need 6 hand release push-ups right here. 6 hand release push-ups before we stand back up. Inhale as you lower down. Exhale as you press back up. I need you to squeeze your shoulder blades at the bottom. We're not rushing through this movement. It's just 6 and you're in a plank. You're getting ready to stand back up, a little bit of up and down here in that body weight movement. I just want to keep those legs warm, but I want your abs engaged. You have 10 seconds, wherever you are. I need you to finish these up. You're in a high plank for me in 5, 4, don't leave any of those push-ups behind. 3 and 2, everybody find that high plank. Hold, 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 hold. You're gonna be off of this plank in 30 seconds. My friends with any wrist issues, you're welcome to be in a forearm plank. If you are in that hand plank and you're spreading those fingertips out, think about pulling shoulders away from your ears. I need you to zip up those inner thighs, pull belly button up towards your spine, take the big inhale, only 15 seconds to go, you're in a downward dog. You get to pedal out those knees. I need you to fight to stay in here, ignore anything that your mind is telling you. I know your shoulders are tired. Yes, nice, you hold on to it. In 5 seconds, you lift your hips. In 4, keep squeezing, keep contracting. 3, 2, 1, lift hips all the way up, find your downward dog. Take your time, don't just stand up. I want you to really control as you walk hands into your feet into your hands, and then you're gonna come all the way back up to the top. Big roll of your shoulder blades to the back of the room just to pull them down your chest. Left leg moves now. We tap that left knee behind that right ankle, lift, squeeze, point those toes. Tap that left knee behind right ankle, lift and squeeze, point those toes. Remember, it's not this huge movement. Your knee comes right behind your ankle. To lift that opposite leg back up, you drive through that right heel, you lift that left knee using your lower abs right here. I want you to think about your pace. Again, my advanced folks are gonna go a little bit faster, but if you start losing the whole point of where you're squeezing, you're not doing anything for yourself but repping it out and getting tired. Drive that knee down. Press through that heel, lift and squeeze, lock out that glute at the top, make it count. 15 seconds here, we're in that single leg deadlift. Your body's starting to fatigue. We just have those bigger movements to really wake everything up. You only have 1 more standing change after this before we hit that mat. So I want you to breathe through this. In 5 seconds, you hold at the top. Give 2 more lunges in 4, in 3, drive that knee up. Everyone hold at the top for me. In 2, lift knee up and hold. Again, options to bring your hands to prayer. Option to reach those hands as you fully extend, and then that knee comes all the way back up. Full extension, and then bring that knee all the way back up. As slow or as fast as you want to, but know your next change. You're comboing those 2 movements. Soften the bend in that right leg. When you extend that left foot back, your toes point and the top of your foot are pointing towards that mat. Your hips have to stay square here. Don't open up. Feel that stretch in the back. If this is too much and you want to modify, you just drop that back foot down and you do your staggered leg deadlift. Totally fine with the staggered leg deadlift too. Everybody, 10 seconds, we combo this. You're gonna love it when we're on the mat doing that basic traditional movements. In about 5 minutes, here we go. Everyone start to combo. You drop that knee down, you lift and squeeze, and then you go ahead and reach that toe to the back of that room. If you're modified, hit that lunge, step up, and then hit that staggered deadlift. I'm fine if you're feeling a little bit uneasy about that single leg movement. 20 seconds to take your time. I need you to give me a really big lift of that knee. Don't cheat yourself on the knee lift. Drive it up. There it is. Full extension, reach, reach, reach. Jay, you better reach those hands and wake those shoulders up because I know how strong your balance is. It's harder if you reach them. 10 seconds, friends. 9 and 8. I want a deep lunge. Drive that knee up. Reach towards me like I'm going to pull you out of it. And then come back to center. 3, 2, you stand. Get that last one in. Meet me standing. Here we go. Hands reach up overhead. 6 more hand release push-ups, and then we're going to stretch. We'll move our computers in a second. If you want to move it on your way down, you can, but I need 6 hand release push-ups. You only have 30 seconds to do it. You've got to move quickly here. We're not coming into these hand release push-ups and taking our time. I want you to think you're dropping down, lift, squeeze, shoulder blades, exhale, press up. Lower with control, lift, squeeze, exhale, press up.
I need you to finish these out. You're in a plank for me in about 15 seconds. So it's quick. Don't miss it. 10, 9. It's going to be so nice when you hit that child's pose. You've got to hang in there for that plank. We're going to be in a forearm plank in 3, forearm plank in 2. Find your forearm plank right now. Find it. Do not take that break. You have this. It's only 15 seconds. You're going to be through this so quickly. You're going to think you could have stayed there forever. Zip up those inner thighs. Take a big inhale, pull belly button in towards your spine. You take that child's pose for me in 10, in 9. I know you can do this. Are you breathing? Don't let those knees drop. Nice. Shoulders look great. Names. Everyone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Set your seat all the way back towards those heels. Find your child's pose. We're staying in our legs. We're moving those changes down to your mat. Keep those heels together, toes, and then open those knees, really reaching to the front of that mat, pressing that seat all the way back. You're coming into a forearm position in 3, in 2. My friends who have Balas who want to stick them on, you're welcome to stick those on. Everyone walk down onto your forearms. Here's what I need from you. I need your knees right underneath of your hips. If you haven't moved your computer, sorry, move that down for me. Press your hands into your mat. As you collapse your shoulders, I need you to take an exhale. Pull everything up and then think about how strong your core is. Extend your right leg back, full range movement. You're going to lift that leg up and then you're going to tap your toe down. You're going to lift that leg up and then you're going to tap that toe down. We've got a couple changes here. Let's just move this back so you can see that full body. Yep. I want you to think about your balance here. It's a basic movement to start. Tap toes down, lift, squeeze your glutes. Tap toes down, lift, squeeze those glutes. Good. You're going to hold at the top for me in 5, 4, good, 3, last 2, hold at the top, squeeze, and then bring that left hand right to your quad to make sure you have that balance. You'll bring it back down. You're going to tap the left corner of your mat, lift up and squeeze. Tap the left corner of your mat, lift up and squeeze. You're going to feel this sinking in a little bit to that left leg and then getting into that outer booty. All you're doing is taking that right toe, hitting the left corner of your mat and then lifting it back up. Exhale on the lift, inhale on the lower. It's a big movement. You're going to be at the top for pulses in 5, in 4, good, 3, final 2, Mimi center, just pulse up an inch and down an inch. I need you to point through that toe. I need you to squeeze your glute as tight as you can. Up an inch, down an inch. You can do it. Up an inch, down an inch. You should be starting to fatigue here. 5, good, 4, nice, 3. Here we go, 2. On 1, bring that knee in for me. Take your left hand towards your right elbow. Lift that right hand up for me. We're going into clams. 3 more changes. Open out to that side, lift and squeeze. If you could have heard my hip just pop right there. It said, oh, hello. Exhale, lift, squeeze. Inhale, lower. Your left leg's going to feel some warmth here. You shouldn't be putting so much weight in that right hand that you can't move it. So think lift and squeeze, lower down. We're just in that outer thigh for about a minute left. I want you to give me 8 more pulses up, all the way down, full range. 7, good, lower. You have 6 and lower. Keep fighting. 5, 4 more big lifts right here. You better squeeze with everything that you have. 3, final 2 right here. 2. On this last one, lift up, hold, drop it down an inch and up an inch. Down an inch and up an inch. I want you to flex your foot. I want you to think about pressing in that mat, lifting from that core. Good. 6 here. 5. You're right there. We're just going to hold in 4. I know you have it. 3. Outer thigh should be burning. 2. Now just freeze for me. Check in with yourself. Are you pressing into that mat? Is your foot flexed? Are you squeezing that top corner pocket of your booty? 5 seconds and you bring that leg down. In 4, 3, good. 2, on 1, bring that knee down. Walk your left hand up. Open those knees to about hip height. Shoulders are right over those wrists. Tap forearms down, lift and squeeze. Good. Tap forearms down, lift and squeeze. Here's where we're just waking up tricep. Lower, lift and squeeze. Do not let your glutes move. Yep, those are perfect, Andy. As you have your forearms hit that mat, you squeeze your triceps to get back up at the top. Nice. Relax shoulders here. All you're doing is keeping those wrists right underneath. Drop those forearms down. It's almost like your forehead's gonna hit right between those hands and you press back up. We're gonna move back into that other side in 5, 4, good, 3, final 2, lift up, squeeze here. Now walk those forearms down to your mat. I just flipped around so you can see that other side. Extend that left leg. Lift that left leg up, tap those toes down. Lift that left leg up, tap those toes down. What I want you to think about is in this full range, it's a really basic movement. Pretend like there's a cast on your leg. So you need to keep it as straight as a board. Find as much length as you can behind that knee. This is basic so you can focus on your squeeze. Inner thigh and that center booty. Lift it up, tap toe down. You meet me at the top in 5, tap 4, lift 3, tap 2, hold at the top on 1, hold. Now take those left toes, bring them to the right corner of your mat, lift back up to center, squeeze. So you're taking that foot at the diagonal so that you can get into that opposite side outer booty. So think to yourself as you're here, you're taking that toe across that right side, lift and squeeze. Take that toe across that right side, lift, squeeze, don't cheat yourself here. Tap that toe down. You know to check yourself at any point in time by bringing that right hand right to that quad, lift up and squeeze. Tap down, lift and squeeze. You're there. 5, 4, we pulse at the top in 3. How are we doing? 2, hold at the top, hold at the top, hold at the top. The littlest pulses. Squeeze and release. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Squeeze and release here. Think to yourself as you're in your breath, you're looking right to the top of that mat. You're going to want to take a break. Now your right leg really is talking to you. 8 and 7. You're headed into that clam, so it's so close. 6 and 5. 4 more counts. Think about what those legs are doing in 3. Good. I'm going to move closer to you. In 2. Nice. On 1, bring that knee down. Bring right hand to left elbow. Walk left hand up. You are opening into that clamshell and lowering. Opening into that clamshell and lowering. Don't sink too far into that right hip. Trust your body. Squeeze and lower with control. Squeeze and then lower with control. You have it. 10, 9. Nobody is rushing. It's a little bit of a hip opener here, but a little bit of a warmth building in both legs. So I know you want to drop it down. Give me 5 more seconds. Nice. 4, control it. Nice. This will go. 3, everyone hold at the top. And 2, on this next one, hold at the top. I don't want you going any higher. I want you to drop down an inch and then up an inch. It's like you're releasing that squeeze and then squeezing again. Releasing that squeeze and then squeezing again. I want you to think about how strong you are. Your right side is working just as much as that left, so don't worry if you feel the burn in that stabilizer. 5, we hold in 4. I know you don't want to hold. I don't want to hold either. 3, but we're going to do it together. 2, on this last one, just freeze right here. Flex your foot for me. Flex, flex, flex. I want to point my toes today too. 8 seconds. 7, squeeze with everything that you have. 6 and 5, come back to center. 4 and 3, beautiful. 2, drop that leg down. Walk back up to your all 4 position for me. Go right back into those nice forearm taps. You lower down, bring head between those hands and then press back up. Lower down, lift and squeeze. You've got this. Lower down, lift, and we squeeze. Big inhale here every time. You have 1 change left on your wrist, and then you're coming onto your back for some abs. So breathe through this for me. 5 more. As you come down, press and squeeze triceps. I need you in a high plank position in 4, in 3. I want shoulder taps. Open your feet apart. Heart rate's going to come up here just for a second as we get into those abs. Everyone in a high plank and tap it out. Nice, Jay. Tap, lower, tap, lower, as fast or slow as you want, but those hips better not move. If you need to modify, drop to your knees or come into that all 4 position. I'm fine with it. Tap, lower, tap and lower. Hold 10 and 9, fight for it. 8, you're coming onto your back in 7 seconds. So no one is in a rest here. Do not cheat yourself. 5, 4, rest in 3, rest in 2, 1, you made it. Come to your butts. No child's pose.
You have time for it. Everyone find your beauties. And then I want you to lay all the way back down. Wouldn't that be nice if we just stayed here for the next 15 minutes? Everyone take a big inhale. Knees get to come into your chest and you find a rock from side to side. Building on our Tuesday and Thursday class, we have 4 changes, 2 rounds, and we have a set of mountain climbers in between as our nice little add-on. If you can't be on your wrists, you can give me forearm knee taps. I'll talk you through it, but I want your feet to start flat on your mat for me. Take one more big inhale here. Hands reach up towards that ceiling. On your exhale, reach towards those shins. Bring legs up to tabletop. Here's where you're holding for me. Bring yourselves up 1 more inch. You can do this now. Go into your pulses. Your first change of pulses. We just took our time getting up there. Exhale, lift, squeeze. Inhale, lower an inch. Exhale, lift, squeeze. Inhale, lower an inch. If this is too much, bring your hands behind your head and give me those tiny little pulses there. If you can continue to reach, you look right through those legs. I want you to think about almost like you're tucking your tailbone under. Only 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, and 7. Good. 6, toes reach up towards that ceiling. And 5, keep pulsing. 4, knees stay right over your hips. And 3, good. And 2, on 1, lower head, neck, and shoulders. Extend those feet towards the ceiling. Exhale, tap ankles, inhale, lower down. Exhale, tap ankles, inhale, lower down. It's a full range movement, not a pulse. I want your shoulders to hit that mat, lift and squeeze. My friends with Balas on, if you feel anything going into your hip flexors, ditch them. You do have V-ups and bicycles in this and one more hold. So just to know where you are. Big inhale, reach, squeeze, tap ankles, lower down. Reach, reach, reach. Can you find length in the back of those legs? I need 3 more taps, friends. 3 more taps. Don't drop them down. Leave them up there. Leave them up there. 2 more. You got it. Last one right here. Bring that right knee into your chest. Let your left leg go long. You'll hit your switches. And then as you're ready to progress, you'll bring your hands behind your head. Start just in the center. And then when you're ready, you're going to add that twist. Twist. You better tap those elbows every time. You're in your 3rd change. You started with pulses in your lower abs. You started reaching for those toes. You're in your bicycles. We have alternating V-ups next. I'll talk you through the modification. Your 4th change is on your way and you get to take that rest. I need 10 seconds left in your bicycles. Do not cheat yourself. Point through your toes. Don't look like you're throwing a temper tantrum. I need pretty nice long legs. 10 and 9, you've got 8, fight for 7, 6, legs come flat on that mat, and 4, you're there, and 3, nice J, and 2, everyone lower every part of your body. A little bit different than a V-up, but similar. Left arm stays on the mat. Right hand is gonna lift up towards the ceiling. It's like a tiny brake built in. As you lift up, you press onto that forearm and you reach over to that opposite side. Press into that mat, come up nice and high. Think to yourself as you're here, you're able to come up a little bit higher. You're just pressing into your forearm as you lift. Stay on that right hand to left ankle side. Your hand is pressing into that mat. Extra challenge, you want to go right into that same side V-up you can. It's longer, that's why I'm cueing the forearm, because you still have about 10 seconds left. So if you need to, you press that hand into the mat and you reach up towards that left ankle. In 5 seconds, we switch sides. In 4, in 3, good. 2, on 1, everyone lay all the way down. Right forearm comes to that mat. Left hand reaches. You can watch me do the first if you need to. Exhale, press that forearm in, and then you reach for that toe. Inhale, lower down. I need you to come off of that mat. Good. And think about lower abs and obliques right here. You're at that 10-minute mark of class, so really fire these up. Finish them. 5 seconds and you're out of it. You rest. I need you to reach and find that V position with your body. 4, 3, get your last one in. 2, one more, all the way up. Rest. Knees come into your chest. Heart rate come up there a little bit, I know. Big inhale, everyone's resting. Everyone's resting. Bring your knees into your chest or set your feet flat on the mat and lift up into your bridge. That'll give you a little bit of release on that lower back. I'm fine with it. You still have 5 seconds right here. If you need a sip of water, we haven't cued that yet. You go ahead and take some water. We're almost there. We're going to do 4 more changes before we hit those arms. Everyone take a big inhale, but I want you to rock yourself up because don't think I forgot about the mountain climbers we have planned in between.
Spread your fingertips out nice and wide. Walk your hands back. I want you to either run it into the center, or you have the option of tapping those elbows with your knees, but you've got to pick up the pace here a little because I want your heart rate to come up before you're back on your back. 30 seconds is all I'm asking for, and I know you can hang out here for a hell of a lot longer. I know how strong this group is. Everyone is running through this. Nice, Jay. Those look awesome. Back is flat, shoulders relaxed. 15 seconds. Yes. Fight, racing each other. I love it. Get it in there. 10 and 9. You're on your backs. And 8 and 7. Final 6 and 5. You've got 4, 3, 2. Rest. Right back onto your butts. Right back onto your butts. There's that hint of cardio that some of you love. Everyone take a big inhale. We don't have time to rest here, so you're going to bring your feet right to tabletop. Changes are a little different this round. Reach your hands all the way up towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lift up, alternating dead bug. Reach, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Do not cheat yourself in a dead bug. This is not a rest. Your full body is working. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you pull that leg back in, contracting lower abs. Only 10 seconds left right here. You're gonna hold at the top, toes go towards the ceiling. You are gonna lower down just for a second. I'll give you that tiny difference of a cue in 5, in 4, finish each side out in 3, in 2, lower head, neck, and shoulders, toes go towards the ceiling. The difference here, you're gonna lift up, you're gonna reach right hand past left ankle, left hand past right. So it's like you're trying to pull that imaginary rope down from the ceiling, and you're just twisting through that core, really tucking that tailbone under, letting lower abs get nice and warm. Keep reaching, keep twisting here for me. We've got bicycles on deck. You're gonna pull left knee in. You'll start with your switches. You'll migrate those hands behind your head in 5, 4, you've got 3, you've got 2, hit those bicycles. You can pull those knees in as your modification, or hands come behind your head, twist and tap that knee every time. Trust your body, you have this. I need 15 more seconds. Point through those toes, really twist and reach. No temper tantrums. Those legs are not flailing. They are deliberately reaching, and you are deliberately lifting and twisting. 5 seconds here, 4 seconds, alternating V-ups. It's faster, it's harder. In 3, in 2, alternate those V-ups for me. Lift and squeeze, lower with control. Lift and squeeze. If you need to bring your knee in and bend it, just bend your knee. Don't stress. Lower down, lift and squeeze. You take the break whenever you need to. 15 more seconds and a rest. You're out of your abs, so do not give up on this. Yes. Big lift and squeeze. Beautiful. Let me see toes pointing. 5, 4, 3. You got 1 more each side, Jay. 1 more each side, and you're out of it. Everyone, 2. Last second right here. Rest in 1. Rest, rest, rest. Knees into your chest. You made it. Knees into your chest. Take a big inhale. Everyone take that exhale. As you're in this movement, I want you to cross your ankles, rock yourself up to the top for me. Bring those feet behind you. Last little bit of cardio right here. I know. Bring those hands right underneath of you, and then go ahead and walk right foot back, left foot back. I need right hand tap, left shoulder tap, 4 climbers. 3, 2, 1. So you tap right, you tap left. 4, 3, 2, 1. You can go slow as molasses here, as long as you move those knees towards your elbows. 2 shoulder taps, 4 climbers. Or 4 elbow taps. I'm fine with either, but I need you breathing through it. You will not be back in a plank again. So this is it for your plank. You have less than 5 minutes to go. You have 15 seconds left. You get 1 more child's pose. Do not cheat yourself. I know how strong you are. 10, 9 in water, 8, do not stop. 7, yes, 6, nice Jay, go 5 and 4, final 3, 2, 1, rest. Take that rest, take that rest. We slow down for arms, you stay on the mat. Big inhale here for me. Everyone looks really strong. Big exhale. Stretch whatever you need and then meet me Indian style. If you have balas, you'll use balas. If you have light weights, you can use those. I've set it up so you should not want any weights in your hands. I'm gonna have us Indian style. If it doesn't feel good for anyone, you can always extend the leg out, bringing that foot to your inner thigh, or you can stand at any point. I'm just sitting you down to focus on some posture work here as we get into those abs. So everyone take a big inhale. As you exhale, release your shoulders. I need you to contract through your abs. They've already been working here. Legs are not going to help you through this. You're going to reach those hands out to your side. You're welcome to hold and squeeze your weights, or you're welcome to reach those palms long and strong. Relax your shoulders. Hold right here. The best part about it is arms on the floor. So everyone's like, I can do this forever. And I just love thinking that too. From here, you're squeezing that weight. I still need you to find length. Now, whether your palms are open or closed, you're going to start circling towards the front of the room. Circle towards the front of the room. So these arms are going to stay lifted. They're going to stay high. We've got micro movements. Think about long, lean, strong arms right here. You're only tracing that, apple, orange, nothing bigger. If you have a weight, you're squeezing it. If you have your Balas, you're holding on to those as well. Or you can be body weight, like just like I am. I need you to go ahead and reverse that circle. We're starting slow. We're really going to go nicely into that burn. Triceps and shoulders are what I want you to think about here in these 10 more circles. 9, good, 8 and 7, 6 and 5. We hold in 4, last 3, pull abs in 2, 1, freeze. Palms face the back of the room and the front. Even if you have a weight, it's a rotation. It can't go fast. Rotate and then back to the front. Big rotation here. It's fine if you need to walk arms in a couple inches, as long as you're thinking about your core here. As you exhale, contract through that belly and just rotate those arms. Can you start giving me a little bend and press? Bend and extend, bend and extend. Yes, you can. Bend and press, bend and press. I'm sorry, I know you have a neighbor next to you. I should have had you guys stagger. Bend and extend. 10, 9, don't drop those arms. 8, I know you have this. 7 and 6, good. 5 right here. 4, palms face the front. And 3 and 2 on this last one, palms face the front. We find that goalpost. We squeeze to parallel, open up. Oh, it's like a little break. Squeeze to parallel, open right here. We're going to give ourselves 5 more, press open, 4 more. We're in arms to the finish line. So just know that you've got to keep those arms up for 2 more minutes. Big lift and squeeze. Now I want you to leave your arms open on this one. You're going to rotate down, lift and squeeze. Rotate down, lift and squeeze. Shoulders, biceps, triceps. Everyone find that rotation. Know that your elbows are not going anywhere. They're staying nice and high. 5 and 4. We're going to go into that nice little cobra. 3. If you have weights, your forearms might not touch. If you don't, your forearms are going to come together on this next one. Lift up and hold. Now bring forearms together. If you do not have weights, you're going to press palms together. Oh, I can see you. Don't think I can't see you. I can see you. Leave them up there. Squeeze, release. Like there's $100 bill between those forearms that you can't let go of it. 1.5 minutes of class left. Don't cheat yourself right here at the end. Shake it out, get it in stronger. You have 8, 7, good. 6 and 5. We open arms back up in 4, 3, 2, open back to your goalpost. Extend arms long, palms face the floor. Squeeze your weights, hold. We have 1 minute to go. Your arms are staying lifted. These dirty looks are just so great. You look great though. Get them back out there. I don't know why they're not up there. Hold. You've got it. 10 seconds here. 9 and 8. Good. 7 and 6. Circle in 5, 4, 3, 2. Now circle. 2 changes and you get to lower those arms. Do not cheat yourself. 5, 4, good. 3 and 2. Reverse that circle. 10 and 9. 1 change left. That's how I know you have it. 7 and 6. You're right there. 5, 4. Nice and slow on a Saturday. 3 and 2. Palms face me. Lift up into your goalpost. Squeeze arms together. You finish in that cobra. You squeeze those forearms until I tell you you can stop. You are fighting right here. Keep elbows high. Your entire shoulder should be on fire. Pull your abs in. You have 15 seconds and you're out of it. You stretch. You're already set up nicely to be able to reach those arms up overhead and bring those hands to prayer. In 5, 4, here we go. 3, you rest. 2, you rest. Last one, drop arms down. Nice. Reach hands all the way up. We're going to cut off a rough